Okay, what we're going to talk about is a little bit of safety ethics, business ethics, things that you can do to improve the relationships with your fellow employees and partnerships and the general contractors, owners, anybody that's engaging with you out there. Because safety is a culture, safety is a part of a plan, and safety is a part of your relationships with your other folks. If they feel comfortable around you and they feel confident in your abilities, confident that you're going to look out for yourself, you're going to look out for the other team members, they're more likely to want to work with you, do business, encourage your growth, and you're encouraging the growth of your other fellow teammates out there. So when we're talking about safety, it's really about consideration for others, consideration for yourself, and the longevity of the team and the growth of your career. So, safety is downtime. Safety is heartache. Safety or the lack of, can be a real struggle. And we've all seen it and been a part of it. So, and when it's not done, it's definitely impeding on everybody's growth. So it definitely puts the stall button or eliminating on it. So when you're an operator and you're out there, one, you want to have all your proper PPE on. That makes other people can see you. You're seeing other people. You know who's on your team, what's happening. They're protected. If you see folks that are not wanting to participate in the PPE, they need to get off the job. Okay, they don't need to be a part of our program. They don't take it seriously. They don't respect that other teammates. They don't respect insurance companies. They don't respect OSHA. All of these things are in order for us to do business and do good business and go home and enjoy the rest of our lives outside of work, and also enjoy our work life as well. So have a zero tolerance policy for somebody that doesn't want to participate in proper PPE. If they don't want to do that, then they need to go find a job somewhere else. They need to find a different team. Trust me, there's plenty of bootleggers out there and fly-by-night folks that'll hire you up just like that and put you to work. Go do that. But we want team members that are professional, that are considerate. So, PPE is a real critical thing for your relationships out there. Make sure you wear it. If it's worn out and tattered, get a replacement. Come see us. We'll get you a replacement and get you what you need. If your helmets are out of date or anything, let's get those replaced. Let's get you some new stuff. So if you're needing PPE, gloves, eyewear, mask, anything, report it to your foreman, and it's the foreman's duty to get you what you need. We don't have any qualms with getting you what you need. Okay, we do expect you to take care of it. Don't just 3 hard hats that gotten run over by a dozer. Well, you need to pay attention. Okay, there's just money out the door. So making sure that those things are well presented. Have your vest zipped up. Have it so it doesn't get hung or dragged out on anything. Making sure you've got your reflective is clean, especially being around roadways or anything like that. You got your eyeglasses on, your hard hat, gloves, boots, pants. Good arm length on your shirts and whatnot. And when you come out there and you're talking to the bosses or you're talking to the owners, they're gonna treat you with reverence. They're treat you with respect. You take it seriously, and I want y'all to know it's okay and a good thing if you're assertive with your leaders or the owners of the property that you require that they have some PPE. If they're going to be in your work zone, you either shut that thing down, and they don't want to see that happen because that's production, or you tell them, hey sir, would you mind, we need you to get your PPE on if you're going to be in our workspace. If not, please remove yourself from the work site. I know it's your site, but I need to work here and I need to be safe. And they'll say, yes sir, not a problem, and then go do what they need to do. So it's not a problem. It's just you being assertive, and they'll actually make a phone call and say, hey, thank you guys for being safe, and they'll actually probably apologize for coming into your workspace. So you have the authority and the right and the responsibility to control your workspace. Who goes in it, who doesn't. If that's your workspace, you're laying pipe, you're grading in that area, that's your ball game. If someone comes in there without notifying you and getting agreement by you to go and do what they need within your workspace and have some kind of agreement when they're coming in and out of it, then they're not in there. They have to go to the leader, the foreman, and actually agree to that. Now, if they're coming up to you and you see them pull up or you see them drive, go ahead and stop. Put your boom down. I know you're worried about your cycle time. Get up, make eye contact with them. You can go ahead and put your hand up and say, hey, stop right there. And if you think it's a person that's not familiar with the site, go ahead and idle your machine down, pull your safety bar, turn around backwards, hop off the machine, and tell your guys, hey, hold up for a minute. We'll stop for a minute. Go chat with them a little bit, and you go see them and see what they need. Find out what they need, and then you address the situation. If somebody just comes walking up out of the blue and they're within your swing radius, go ahead and pull that safety bar up. We call it the Dorothy heel click and the finger lock. So have your heels, you can't really see them right now in this video, but have your heels back behind your pedals. If you're in that track hoe, back against the wall of the seat back here, and your toes are back, so none of your feet are resting anywhere around the pedals, and the safety bar's up, and you're going to lock your fingers, you're going to talk to them like this and that, okay? So that they know, and everybody around you and your men or your people looking at you know that you are in a position that we ain't working right now. We need to figure out what this person wants and then get them on down the road, okay? Not until they're well outside your swing radius and work out your work zone. You watch them, and once you feel that they're comfortably outside, and that needs to be a far distance, then you signal to all your folks, let's go. Fire it up, get back to your cycle times. But you as an operator need to be fully aware of your surroundings. You can't just operate like this. You have to operate with a full perspective. So, respecting your space, respecting yourself, when we're out there and we see you investing good money in your pants and your shirt, you're reinvesting the profits that you've made from the company, and you reinvest them in yourself, that lets us know that you're really in this ball game. You like what you're doing. You like this industry. You're investing. That makes us as an employer want to invest more in you and get you the safety certifications you need, push you up the ladder, motivate you, because you're putting that product right back into you're investing in yourself. I always say, if someone will invest in themselves, I want to invest in them. But if you're not wanting to invest in you and bring some extra to the table, it makes it hard. So, but we will always provide what is needed to do the job. That is on us. We'll provide you with all the necessary OSHA regulatory PPE products. So make sure you maintain a good PPE, good clean appearance with your stuff. Keep your items clean. Keep your workspace clean. Keep your cab clean there, so that when someone comes up, they're not looking at a bunch of Red Bull and Monster cans rolling out and papers and grease rags and grease guns, stobbed up in there. You got a clean environment. They open up the cab and they say, wow, this guy cares. Because if you have a clean environment, you're going to have a clean product. Okay, so making sure that it'll help you gain respect of the fellow operators, hold that accountability, and honestly, it'll weed out the sloppy folks. Because if they do sloppy stuff there, guess what? They'll probably do sloppy work that you'll have to go back and fix. And honestly, nobody wants to move dirt twice, and we only as a company get paid to do it once. So it's very important that you look out for these things, because ultimately you're trying to build your career. And if you start out right on the right foot, you'll more likely end up on the right foot. So keep a good appearance, talk to folks, look them in the eye. If you don't like to look at people in the eye, pick a spot right here on their nose. They won't know the difference. They'll think you're looking in the eye. When you go up to shake their hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's good enough. Hold it for 5 seconds, that's it. If somebody ever has a handshake that's twisted a little bit, something's a little hairy. It needs to be a good, solid, square handshake. Introduce yourself. Tell them who you are. If you need them to get directed to the foreman to take care of it, and tell them, hey, my guys need to get back to work. If you can go over here and see so-and-so, we'll take care of that. If you are the foreman, then make sure you direct that person. If they're not familiar with a work site, that you get them and you notify your team that you are going to have a conversation with this person over here to the side, outside of the work zone and outside of any other person's work zone, and you're not going to have your back to a hazard. You're going to be facing your hazards and keeping an eye contact with your teammates. So at no point will the individual, yourself or them, be your back to any hazard that could sneak up and pop you. So having those good conversations over there, very important. The crew can stay busy, and you can go back and give them a little debrief, and keep moving forward. So anyways, just wanted to touch on those topics. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.